Public obligation in public finance refers to the government's responsibility to meet its financial commitments and fulfill obligations, typically in the form of repaying debt or recovering public expenditures. Every day, we enjoy the benefits of living in a society. But do we understand our obligation to that society? It's about understanding that our financial decisions, like paying taxes and managing our personal finances, impact not just us, but our entire community. Our public obligations, from paying taxes to obeying laws, are what make our communities function smoothly. Education, healthcare, public safety. These are just a few of the public services that governments are obligated to provide to ensure our safety and security. When we are fiscally responsible, we contribute to the betterment of our public services and the overall growth of our society. They are responsible for establishing and enforcing laws, providing public services, and protecting the rights of each citizen. In essence, the government is a steward of the public interest, tasked with creating a society where everyone can live, work, and thrive. It's a big job, but it's the foundation of any functioning society. Understanding our public obligations is the first step towards a better society. Citizens have several obligations to society. Obeying the law. Citizens are expected to follow the laws and regulations set by the government to maintain order and harmony in society. Paying taxes. Contributing financially through taxes help fund public services and infrastructure that benefits the entire society. Participating in civic duties. This includes voting in elections, serving on juries, and actively engaging in community activities to contribute to the overall well-being of society. Respecting the rights of others. Citizens should respect the rights and freedoms of others and promote tolerance and understanding within their communities. Environmental responsibility. Taking care of the environment and promoting sustainable practices for the benefit of future generations.
Be a public office holder if you work for a public sector agency and your role involves deciding how to spend taxpayer funds or use public assets, exercising public powers that derive from legislation, acting on behalf of a government agency, and setting or giving advice about public policy. Public office holders are usually senior staff members of a government agency, but in some situations, a private contractor working on behalf of a public agency can also be regarded as a public office holder. Holding public office is a privilege. You have a greater level of discretion and responsibility than others working within the government. Most public office holders must pass through a competitive, merit-based selection process and meet stringent qualifications. Because public office holders are often involved in providing essential services to the public, they may exercise coercive powers that can have a substantial effect on the lives of individuals. Public office holders in law and justice are an obvious example of this. They are entrusted with power to use physical force, arrest suspected criminals, impose fines, and hand down prison sentences. This means that public office holders operate with a high degree of entrusted power, much like the corporate sector, where board members have codified duties to act in the best interests of the company. These are sometimes called fiduciary duties. By analogy, public office holders have similar fiduciary duties to act in the best interests of the public. Holding public office entails elevating the public interest above all other interests. Public office holders can make honest mistakes. No one is perfect. However, dishonesty or deliberate neglect of the public interest can amount to a breach of duty. If the breach is serious, it can amount to corrupt conduct under the ICAC Act, even if the wrongdoer does not receive a financial benefit.